Hey YouTube, what's going on? Let's see, what day is it? Today is April 12th, and today is a Wednesday, and I know that because Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are my head to the gym mornings. So, just thought I'd update you today, tell you a little bit about what's going on here, give you a few tidbits about life in Matagalpa, Nicaragua. And anyway, I thought I'd first start by updating you on Lydia. I am still a bachelor at this time, waiting for Lydia to get back, hoping she'll be back. If everything works out just right, she'll be back here on Sunday. So looking forward to that. She has crossed over into the U.S. and was very happy to get there. Not that we don't love being in Nicaragua, but the drive from Nicaragua up and crossing all those borders, crossing through into Honduras, into Guatemala, into Mexico, and then, there's some pretty dangerous areas right at the Mexican-U.S. border. So it was completely uneventful, where there were no problems at all, to the point where Lydia was like, well, gee, I could have done this by myself. But anyway, it was nice that she had, a driver and a kind of a guard with her the whole time, just in case. It was well worth it. But she is driving around Louisiana right now and heading for Naples. She may even arrive in Naples late tomorrow or sometime Friday. But anyway, just wanted to update you on Lydia. Hopefully she'll be back Sunday. Today is workout day, which means I have about a 30-minute walk there because it's down the mountain. This is just it's like a giant warehouse full of free weights. I mean, it's a no nonsense kind of gym. On the way there, a couple of sad things. As soon as I walk out my door, there's somebody at one of the neighbors' houses trying to sell a piglet. And it's just the cutest little thing in the world. And of course, they're trying to sell it so somebody will eat it. And anyway, that's a little sad. And then, I get 5-10 minutes down the road, you see the street dogs, and they're, all sitting, they're all going through the garbage, trying to find something to eat. So, there's good and bad everywhere. And those are kind of some of the things that you see when you're walking around in Nicaragua. On my walk, once I kind of get down the mountain and I'm going through the downtown area, there is definitely a big energy. I mean, there's music everywhere. You can't go anywhere without hearing like salsa music and different kinds of Latin dance music everywhere you go. There's a lot of energy as soon as you get to that downtown area, and that's where most of my walk is. So all the stores, clothing stores everywhere, there's just music pumping out. So really cool, and it's, if you've ever been to Central America, it's just like what you'd expect. A lot of wide variety of economic conditions these people are in. So you'll see, like in front of my gym, there was a brand new 600 series BMW, black one, beautiful, custom wheels and everything. But then you'll see a lot of people that are super poor, and you don't. It's not terrible when you're walking around downtown Matagalpa. Now on the drive in, you will see some kind of in-your-face poverty. But definitely I love the energy of walking around downtowns. That's why, I do my downtown walk pretty much every day. Get in the gym, knock out a workout. Usually that takes me about 45 minutes. That 30-minute walk there is usually like a 45-minute walk back because it's uphill. And man, at that point, even when I walk out the gym, I am really moving slowly. So, but all kinds of cool things to see and hear on the way there. So it's always something that I look forward to. Even on, Tuesdays and Thursdays, the other days where I'm not going there, we're still usually out walking around downtown. So if you're in Matagalpa, it's very likely you will see me or Lydia and I out running around. It is definitely still summer here. As you can see, windows are open. We've got 3 fans going all over the place. So not hot compared to most of the areas in Nicaragua. But right now it's like 87, 86, 87, 88, right around 87 almost every day. But we've got like 4 more weeks to go, and we should kind of ease into some cooler weather. It doesn't get really, really cold, but instead of being 87 every day, it's like 80, 81. And even those 80 and 81s only last like a few hours. So most of the day it's in the 70s. So really, really nice here. And it's always really breezy here in Matagalpa. I mean, there's just so much air blowing through these mountains. So really, really nice. And of course, mornings and evenings are always fantastic. So it was a great day. I walk in the gym, and of course, my Spanish is okay, but it's the whole terminology of just being in a gym and saying things like, "Can you spot me?" I mean, how do you say, "Can you spot me?" But as soon as I walk in, some guy I've never seen before, some big guy gives me a fist bump on the way in. I mean, everybody's super nice. So, again, it was a great morning, except for the walk back up the mountain. I was really moving slowly, but made it back up here. And of course, I'm always thinking my dogs are going to be so happy to see me when I get back. So I'm pushing it a little bit. But, we always talk on this channel about cost of living. So a couple things came up today. Actually, I'm going to show you one of them. One of them is just, we have a gas stove. So, we have a gas stove, and so we have to get a big tank of gas. It's kind of like maybe twice as big as like a normal gas tank that you'd have on a grill outside your house. And so today ours was empty. We've never filled it before, and we've been here now 6-7 weeks, I think. About 6 weeks, I guess. And so I don't know how full it was when we got here, but I expect it'll probably last us 2 months. And it works out to just about $15. So figure $7-8 a month for gas. So we've got a gas stove. It's an old gas stove, but it's gas. It's really nice. So that works out well. And then I thought I'd show you this. These are, this is a thing of coconut water. And if you can see inside, let me grab one of them for you. So if you can see in there, the flesh of the coconut is in there. And it's soft and white. It's not hard like if you're eating it right out of a coconut. But the water is absolutely fantastic. They always talk about electrolytes. So Lydia and I buy, most people walking down the street, you can buy one of these, and it's 10 Cordovas, or roughly a quarter. And so most people get one of those, and they serve it to you just like that in the bag, but put a straw in it, and then tie it around the straw. So you'll see people just walking down the street, and that's pretty typical with a lot of all different kinds of drinks you can buy up and down downtown. They usually serve it to you in a plastic bag with a straw in it. And so you'll see people walking down the street sipping on those things and just, toss them out when they're done. So about a quarter. Now Lydia and I buy 10, 15 of those bags. So, it works out to probably over a half a gallon that we're buying, and maybe 3/4 of a gallon. Because we buy a lot of those at a time, and like I got 14 of those bags today, and that was about $3.75. So somewhere around there, a little under $4. So really, really good. We love it. It's one of the things that we just absolutely love here. Both of those things, by the way, are home delivered. You never have to leave the house. Call up. They'll come out and swap out your gas tank. You give them like 40 Cordovas. We usually tip 40 Cordovas or so. That's roughly $1. 37 Cordovas is $1. So really, really easy. And they'll show up right in front of your house on a motorcycle with a tank strapped to the back. And then we've got another guy named Nelson, and Nelson brings coconut water every other day. So we load up on coconut water all the time. It's just one of those things that we treat ourselves to that we really, really love. Couple more things. I've got some big news at the end, so please hang on till the very end. I'm really excited. But I did want to stop and say happy birthday to my mom. April 12th is my mom's birthday, and she is 87 today. and living in Sarasota, Florida. She's doing great, living in Sarasota, Florida with her husband, Leo. And I just wanted to say happy birthday, Mom. I love you, and hope you enjoy watching this video. Big news. We are, as you know, a very tiny little channel. We're, as far as subscribers, we're in the 50s. By the way, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. It's really important in the YouTube algorithms that we get subscribers, we get people hitting the like button, and also we get something, if you all comment down below. So we'd love to have you comment below as well. Tell us what you'd like to see, different things. I can tell you a couple things that we're planning for the near future. One, Lydia is going to interview some females, young, middle-aged, and ask them about dating, because there's a lot of people that are single that are thinking about coming to Nicaragua. Especially the ones that we hear from are men, and they're wondering, like, do Nicaraguan ladies, would they like to date a gringo? Would that be weird for them? I mean, what's the kind of the age gap they would expect? Different things like that. So we are definitely going to do that and talk to some ladies about, just get their honest opinion about, what do you think about gringos and the dating process. We are also going to hopefully meet with some expats that live here. There's a group, I'm guessing maybe 300 or 400 expats that live in the area. It may not even be that many, but I've met personally about 5 maybe. Just that we've stopped and been shaking hands with them around downtown. Usually it's because I have on a Florida Gator t-shirt when I'm walking around downtown and somebody says go Gators, or stops me for some reason, or asks me if I'm from Florida. So those are a couple of things. We also would like to do, if we can find some around here, is do some videos on different houses. Like, we'll show you a little bit more of ours. Now again, ours is really, really like working class Nicaragua house, $200 a month for rent. So it is not fancy. It's what, working class people in Nicaragua live in. But maybe we can also find some other houses around that are like different prices, like, hey, here's what you'd get if you want to spend $500 a month. Here's what you'd get if you want to spend $1,000 a month, and kind of give you some different ideas. If you would please comment down below, tell us what it is that you'd like to see. I mean, if you are thinking about, have any interest in maybe coming to Nicaragua either for a long vacation or maybe even more than that. Maybe you want to come here for 6 months or a year or something. By the way, just without any kind of residency visa or anything, just with a U.S. passport, you automatically get 90 days, which you can extend 1 month 3 times. So basically, you can stay here with you don't have to be a resident or anything like that, and you can stay here for 6 months if you want to. So the big news that I was promising at the end is, so we are a very tiny channel. We have like 50-something subscribers, and we love all of you, and we're so thankful you're following us around on our journey. But we have a very large channel, or at least really, really large compared to ours, and the channel is called Vagabond Awake. If you've never seen the channel, I highly, highly recommend Vagabond Awake. When I was doing research for years, by the way, about, retiring overseas and cost of living and all that, I got so many great tips from Dan. So if you watch that, you're going to see Dan and Chung, his girlfriend, and they travel around, I think in the last 14 years to 67 countries. So really, really good information there. But I've been talking, over comments back and forth to Dan for years. And finally it came up that he was looking for people to interview that are living abroad. And so I volunteered, and he said, heck yeah, let's do it. So on the 25th of this month, so we've got 13 days, about a couple weeks from now, Dan is going to do an interview. So he's going to go through a whole list of questions and ask me everything from, how we feel about safety and cost of living and, just general things like that. And so we're really, really excited. I think Dan has way over 100,000 subscribers. So for us, it's going to be a chance to, he'll let us toss out the name of our YouTube channel. So it's really big for us, and we're really excited. I'm guessing it'll take Dan a few days probably to get that out there, but if you go out to Vagabond Awake, if you do a search on YouTube, maybe the 28th, 29th, 30th, somewhere around there, you're likely to see an interview, and Lydia and I will both be on there, and we're just going to kind of, give our 2 cents on what it's like living here. And anyway, so we're really, really excited. Hope you join us in that, and I will kind of give you an update on the 26th maybe about like just in general how it went. And besides that, if you are sitting in your job somewhere and not really thrilled about being there and wishing you were doing something else, and you're fairly close to retirement, and you're thinking about how could I possibly bail out of here, but I just can't afford to retire if I'm staying in the U.S., this might be the channel for you. Please make sure you watch us. Subscribe down below. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button. Join us for our adventures. We're here in Nicaragua for another year, maybe 18 months, and then we're off on the next spot. This will be the place we have the longest stay. After this, it's just going to be like 3 months here, 6 months here. But please join us on our adventure. We'd love to have you come along. Hope y'all are having a great day. And remember, if you're bored, there has to be something more.